Hi, I'm Rebecca. I work at the Monson Free Library, and I'm going to present our first trivia night or day, whenever you feel like sitting down with family, Zooming with friends, or however you feel like playing this game. So the theme for our first trivia is through the decades. So there will be questions ranging from the 80s through the 2010s. So we'll get into this. I'll go through the rules of like how the trivia game works. And thanks for watching. Have fun, and let's get started with this. Okay, welcome to Trivia Night Through the Decades, virtually from the Monson Free Library. Okay, so the rules, it's basic pub trivia rules. There's going to be 6 rounds. There will be 1 round for each decade. So the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, and the 2010s. Then there will also be a grab bag round, which will have questions from all of those mixed together. And then the bonus round, which will also have questions from all of them. I'll explain when we get there. Okay, so each question only has 1 correct answer. This is for fun, but you shouldn't, obviously this is just for fun. Some people are going to take it more seriously and be more competitive than others, but you shouldn't use any outside help to answer the questions. So obviously, because you're doing this at home, you're going to be keeping track of your own points and playing on an honor system. So I guess if you're playing with multiple teams at your house, you can score each other's sheets. So we'll just do this really quick. Each question is going to be worth 2 points. So each round has 5 questions. Each one will be worth 2 points. So 10 points per round. Up to 10 points per round. And the main rule is just to have fun, because that's what we're here for. Okay, so let's get into round 1. Oh, or not. Okay, so for the categories, this is just the order that they will show up in. And now let's get into some questions. Okay, round 1 is the 80s. Again, 5 questions worth 2 points each. I'll say the question and then repeat it once to give a little bit of time to answer. All the answers will be given at the end of the round. Okay, first question for round 1 is, who narrated Michael Jackson's Thriller video? Is it Don LaFontaine, Morgan Freeman, Vincent Price, or Nick Tate? And again, who narrated Michael Jackson's Thriller video? Okay, question 2. What famous wreckage was found in 1985? What famous wreckage was found in 1985? Okay. Question 3. In Back to the Future, what was the exact speed the DeLorean had to reach to time travel? In Back to the Future, what was the exact speed the DeLorean had to reach to time travel? Which TV channel forever changed television and music in 1981? Okay, which TV channel forever changed music and television in 1981? Question 5, last question of the round. Who voices Gizmo in the 1984 movie Gremlins? Is it Christopher Lloyd, Howie Mandel, a computer, or Harrison Ford? So again, who voices Gizmo in the 1984 movie Gremlins? Okay, so if you need a couple more minutes or need to see a question again, you can, I guess, just like go back a little bit, check on the question. Otherwise, we're moving on to the answers for this round. Okay, so the answers for the 1980s round. So number 1, Vincent Price narrated Michael Jackson's Thriller video. So the famous wreckage that was found in 1985 was the Titanic. The DeLorean had to reach 88 miles an hour to time travel. In 1981, MTV is the channel that forever changed music and television. And last question. Okay, and Howie Mandel was the voice of Gizmo in the movie Gremlins. Okay, so take a minute, tally your scores. Each one is worth 2 points. You can get a possible 10 points in the round. And we're going to move on to the second round. So round 2 is questions from the 90s. Okay. All right, so question 1. What year was Google founded? 1995, 1997, 1998, or 1999? Okay, so again, what year was Google founded? Question 2. This is a picture round, a picture question. Which boy band is this? Let's take a look at them. Which boy band is this? Okay. Question 3. What Pixar movie was the first completely computer-generated film? Okay, what Pixar movie was the first completely computer-generated film? Question 4. Which NBA star debuted with Orlando Magic in 1992? Which NBA star debuted with Orlando Magic in 1992? Last question for round 2. Question 5. Which was the last Harry Potter book to be released in the 90s? Okay, so not the last Harry Potter book in general, but which was the last that was released in the 90s? Okay, again, if you need to see a question again or need another minute to write your answers, scroll back and take your time. We're moving forward to the answers for round 2. All right, here are the answers for round 2. For number 1, Google was founded in 1998. Question 2, the boy band was 98 Degrees. Number 3, Pixar's first fully computer animated movie was Toy Story. Okay, and number 4 is Shaquille O'Neal, debuted with Orlando Magic in 1992. And number 5, Number 5, the last Harry Potter book that was released in the 90s is the 3rd book, Prisoner of Azkaban. Okay, moving on to the 3rd round, which is the 2000s. Again, it's going to be 5 questions worth 2 points each. Okay, so again, 5 questions. Let's go. Okay. Question 1. Where were the Summer Olympic Games held in 2000? Where were the Summer Olympic Games held in 2000? Question 2. What popular movie starred a green ogre? Okay, what popular movie starred a green ogre? All right. Question 3. In which year was the first iPod released? Is it 2000, 2005, 2003, or 2001? Which year was the first iPod released? Question 4. What was the name of the first YouTube video posted in 2005? Is it Me in the Park, Me in New York, Me at the Zoo, or Me at My House? Okay, so what was the name of the first YouTube video posted in 2005? All right, question 5. Last question for this round. Obviously. What actor became governor of California? Okay, what actor became governor of California in the 2000s? All right, moving on to the answers for this round. And we go. Okay. The first question was, okay, number 1, the 2000 Summer Olympic Games were held in Sydney, Australia. The popular movie that starred a green ogre was Shrek. Number 3, the first iPod was released in 2001. Number 4, the first YouTube video posted in 2005 was Me at the Zoo. And the actor who became governor of California is Arnold Schwarzenegger. Okay. Great. So tally your points. There were 2 points each. And we are going to move on to the 4th round, which is questions from the 2010s. 2010s. All right, round 4, 2010s. Okay, here we go. Question 1. What football team won the Super Bowl in 2005? What football team won the Super Bowl in 2005? Question 2. What movie did Leonardo DiCaprio win an Oscar for Best Actor in 2016? What movie did Leonardo DiCaprio win an Oscar for Best Actor in 2016? Okay. Question 3. What political figure does not appear in the musical Hamilton? Is it George Washington, John Adams, James Madison, or Thomas Jefferson? Does not appear in the musical Hamilton. Question 4. What animal predicted the FIFA World Cup winner in 2010? Is it an octopus, a chimpanzee, a dolphin, or a squirrel? Again, what animal predicted the FIFA World Cup winner in 2010? All right. Last question for this round. Which war's bicentennial was observed in 2012? Is it the Korean War, the War of 1812, the War, oh my goodness, World War I, or the Winter War? Okay, so which war's bicentennial was observed in 2012? Okay, take a minute if you need to come up with some answers. Scroll back and look at some answers if you have to, if you need them repeated. Okay, and we're going to move on to the answers for round 4. All right. Okay. Number 1, the New England Patriots won the Super Bowl in 2015. Number 2, Leonardo DiCaprio won an Oscar for The Revenant in 2016. Number 3, John Adams did not appear in the musical Hamilton. He was mentioned, but he was not actually played by anyone. Okay. Number 4, an octopus predicted the winner of the FIFA World Cup in 2010. Okay. And the bicentennial of the War of 1812 was celebrated in 2012. And now we're on to round 5, which is the grab bag rounds. So this will include questions from all 4 decades that we've covered. So let's go to question 1. What hurricane hit New Orleans in 2005? What hurricane hit New Orleans in 2005? Question 2. Which NBA player won the most regular season MVP awards in the 2010s? Is it James Harden, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, or Stephen Curry? So which NBA player won the most regular season MVP awards in the 2010s? Question 3. Who was the lead singer of The Police? Okay, who was the lead singer of the band The Police? Question 4. What company opened the first cashierless store in 2018? What company opened the first cashierless store in 2018? Okay, last question for this round. Question 5. What appliance did George Foreman start to endorse in the 90s? What appliance did George Foreman start to endorse in the 90s? All right, so we're going to move on to the answers for this round. All right. Number 1, In 2005, Hurricane Katrina hit New Orleans. Number 2, LeBron James won the most regular MVPs. Blah. He won the most regular season MVP awards in the 2010s. Number 3, Sting was the singer of The Police. Number 4, Amazon opened the first cashierless store in 2018. And number 5, George Foreman started to endorse an indoor grill, the George Foreman grill, in the 90s. Okay. All right, so now we're going to move on to the last round. So take a second if you have to tally your points so far. Again, each one is worth 2 points, so you can have up to 10 points per round. And we're going to move on to the bonus round. Okay, and now we're going to move on to the round 6, which is the bonus round. In this round, each question, there's only going to be 4 of them. Okay, so in this round, this is a full picture round. No, hold on. Okay, so this bonus round is a picture round. I'm going to show you part of a movie poster from each decade. It's the top grossing movie for the decade. And then, okay. So you're going to be shown 4 movie posters, and you just have to name what movie they are. And each one will be worth 2.5 points, again, giving you 10 points at the end. Okay, so first one. What movie is this? This is the 80s. Name this movie. It is the top grossing film of the 80s. Okay, and this, name this film. This is the top grossing film of the 90s. Okay. And this is the top grossing film for the 2000s, like up until 2010. Name this film. Okay, and the last one. This is the top grossing film of the 2010s. Name the film. For this one, you should get the entire title. Take a close look at it and name the film. Okay, and take another minute if you, or probably not. All right, so your final answers in. You have to look at if you have to look at one of them again, just scroll back a little bit. Right, and we're moving on to the answers for this round. Okay, so the answer. All right, so the answers for the bonus round are. Okay, so we have E.T. was the top grossing film in the 80s. Number 2. Okay, the second one was Titanic, was the top grossing film of the 90s. The third was Avatar, which was the top grossing film of the 2000s. And the last one was Avengers Endgame. That was the top grossing film for the 2010s. You should have Endgame, not just Avengers, to get your points. Okay, so for this one, again, it is 2.5 points each for a total of 10 points. And all right, so if you tally up all of your points, you should have a total out of 60. Let us know how you did in the comments. Let us know how you enjoyed this trivia. We are hoping to do we at the Monson Library are hoping to do more in the future, and it's always good to have feedback. They might not be exactly like this because we're hoping to actually have them live with patrons actually participating at the time. All right. So thank you for playing along. Let us know how you did and what you thought of the questions, I guess, of the theme. Okay, and that is all I have for you. Again, thank you for watching and answering some questions at home, if you watched all the way through. Okay, and we hope to see you soon again at the Monson Free Library. Have a good day. Bye.